Good morning, silly girl. Welcome to what's going to be our last lesson for the skeleton project, okay? So, like I talked about, the last thing, or one of the last things we need to do is we need to make our skeleton a little bit smaller so it fits on the page and we can put the head on, okay? So the way I'm going to do this is I'm going to click on the Move tool, just like this, the top one right here, okay? And then you see this auto select? I'm going to make sure that's clicked on so the check mark is inside auto select. What that lets us do is click and drag across the entire thing so far. Make sure you click across the entire skeleton and it selects all those layers. Okay. Now this next step is important, so make sure you listen up. I'm going to hold down the shift button, okay, the shift button on the keyboard. I'm going to take a corner of it and I can scale it down, make it a little bit smaller. And I think I'll make it about this big, maybe a little bit smaller. Because then this way, if I want, I can stretch the legs out. I can make sure the head's on top. We can make our skeleton dancing. We can make them skipping, running, whatever you'd like, okay? So there we go. All right. Next, I'm going to turn all my layers off. We got to get one more picture, one more piece from our background. And I'm going to come down, turn on, make sure I'm on the background layer. And of course, all we need now is the skull. So we're going to zoom right in on this guy. Come on over here. Grab my polygonal lasso tool and make our last really good selection for this project. He looks like a happy skeleton, so that's nice. Can't wait to see you this weekend. Hopefully the weather's good. It rained a lot this last weekend, didn't it? Jackie and Michael are here. And I'm helping them with a project, so you might see them next weekend. There we go. There's my selection of my skeleton skull. I'm going to Control-C copy this, Control-V paste it, and now I can turn off my background for good. Okay. I'm going to do Control-0 to zoom back out, and I'm going to start to turn on my layers. All right. Now, I'm going to move that down. I'm going to do a click and drag across the whole skeleton again, move them down a little bit. I'm going to take my skull and bring it up here and put it in place. Now the skull's a little bit too big right now because we made the body smaller, so I'm going to hold down shift again and have Mama help you with this, and then make the skull so it's about the right size. And that looks pretty great. And then the fun thing from here is I want you to take your skeleton and you decide, once I've moved him, now I'm going to click off. Come on now. It's giving me a little bit of trouble. And I can, with the auto select turned on, now you can come in and select any layer you want. So I'm going to come down here and start to move my skeleton around. Okay. Rotate this around. Now we have more room, so I can rotate this around so it fits a little better. Well, my move tool is being a little funny today, but sometimes computers do this, so I'll just be patient. It keeps clicking me off my move tool, so if I go back to it, it lets me select the individual parts. And I think I'll have him, maybe he's pretend he's playing soccer and he's going to kick a ball here. And we can move these hands however we want. We've got to rotate this hand down like this. So you can see it's going to end my video here. So I want you to make your skeleton look however you'd like, doing whatever kind of activity you want. Okay? So I guess he's waving hi to somebody and maybe he's playing soccer or something at the same time. Okay? So when you're done, go to File, Export as, JPEG, and have Mama help you with this. I'm just going to ask you to save it here. And then I want you to email it to me so I can see what you made.